Dwayne, Ackman has been making these accusations for more than 2 years. Why is Herbalife only acting now?
Yeah, I tell you, Herbalife has taken some heat from investors over the last couple of years, saying that they haven't been proactive enough, that they haven't gone after Bill Ackman, fighting fire with fire. That's precisely what they're doing now. They hired a new head of their communications division almost a year ago, who's been getting in there and retooling the department. And I think part of this is an effort to say, okay, look, we're going to take the gloves off. We're going to go after Ackman with some of his own medicine and take a cue from a website that Bill Ackman himself has against Herbalife.
Well, Dwayne, I'm pretty sure Bill Ackman and his team are prepping the defamation lawsuit right now. But in the meantime, the website, therealbillackman.com, is up and running. What are some of the allegations it makes against Bill Ackman, and perhaps more importantly, what is the evidence it's citing?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting you bring up the defamation argument because a lot of the site really is just links to news articles, various publications that have written critical stories about Bill Ackman and his campaign against Herbalife. You know, there have been various reports about investigations by U.S. authorities looking at some of his business dealings when it comes to Herbalife and talking to some of his subcontractors. It's very unclear whether any of that will amount to anything, but those are the kind of stories that they posted on the site. They've also put up a video detailing various Ackman and his hedge fund Pershing Square Capital Management, some of their investments in companies like Target and Sears, and how those have been less than fruitful for him and the hedge fund. So that's mostly the kinds of things you see on that website.
Hey, Dwayne, doesn't this highlight the value of buying up websites, not only that your opponents would one day want, or maybe even those that you might want in the future? This is big business.
Absolutely. It's almost like one of the first steps in the playbook now. In fact, Herbalife bought this domain name and several others way back in early 2013, very shortly after Bill Ackman first went public with his accusations in December of 2012. They've had the domain names for a couple of years now, and they're just now actually putting one into use.
Dwayne, as far as the campaign goes, who is this aimed at?
It's aimed at investors. It's aimed at regulators. It's aimed at pretty much everyone who's paying attention to this fight. For 2 years, you've had Ackman with a very high-profile site of his own. If you Google Herbalife, one of the first sites you're going to find is factsaboutherbalife.com, which is Ackman's slam site, if you will. Ackman's also made several presentations, so he's been very out front with his arguments against Herbalife, calling it a pyramid scheme, an illegal pyramid scheme, and saying that the people who run the company are guilty of that as well. And so now you've got an opportunity for Herbalife to make sure people see a counter to that argument.